All right, I got here yesterday about 12:30. It's just a bit afternoon, and so I set up camp here. I'm right along Walker Road. It's right down there, and yeah, it's a nice little camp spot. Gives me a high spot, and yeah, so it was reasonably quiet last night. But anyways, we're gonna go down and claim today. Start looking around for gold. Got to get this thing moving, and we'll go to some other areas too. I've got an interesting little spot that I want to visit, and I think we might get some gold out of there. So we'll see. All right, I like this area. I'm going to test here first, starting going in. Our marker is up here on the hill. So this area comes in off of a turn, and then it's straightaways down here. But then it's hemmed in here, and then it opens up on the other side of this line of bedrock. So I figure it may have kind of a Venturi effect where it just bursts out initially, and then there'll be a settling zone just beyond where that peak force of water is. So I'm going to look around there. I'm going to do I don't know, 2 or 3 test holes, see if I get any color at all, and just keep going down the line and checking around. So anyways, all these test zones here, you gotta dig them, I think, at least 3 feet deep. And I've just been plucking big ironstones out of this little hole. So they're pretty tight. The soil is just full of small ironstones, and there's plenty of black sand in there, so I know heavy's laid out. This is stubborn. I'm wondering if there's a pretty significant extension down there. It's really hard to get out. The one next to them was a pain in the ass too. Alright, so there's some side creeks that come off this. Moving up one now, I finally had some little flecks of gold, like a half dozen, little buggers. But I think this is an old tailing pile, and it's been covered over by some floods. And so this would be good to dig, but boy, it's a hell of a job. You can see there's a piece right there, but the heavies are there. We've got ironstone. We've got all the entities we want. There's another bugger that just showed up in there. There's a couple of them in there, little guys. So the gold is in that spot. It's an interesting spot, and I need to dig quite a bit deeper to really get, I guess, to the meat of the matter. Yeah, got to get down there more. This is a tailing pile, and you can see how vacant it is between the rocks. The upper layers are like that. But then, as you work your way down, remember, over 100 years, and 100 plus years, rain, it's just washing all that soil down here. Then you get your compacted stones in the very bottom. Remove those, and then get the truly compacted dirt, and see what you've got. It's a good way to test these piles. I used to do it like 20 years ago with a friend of mine, and we'd have some really good piles, and we'll see what this one does, because I'm going to take a test and just bag it up. So I got to the bottom, I removed some more material, the first layer of compacted rocks. Then I started hitting the bottom because it wouldn't just give, and it turns out to be a schist zone right there, right on the bottom. That's really good, and that's what you want, because schist is a good capture of gold, and it holds it hostage for 1,000,000 years if it's in there. Alright, this is the material I've got so far this morning. I did get one really nice piece, which is thankful. Yeah, I've got a bunch of finds in black sand. Things are picking up. You can see a few little stragglers, and then, yeah, I'm getting some bigger pieces now. This is really nice to see. A lot of work. I've got a good amount of black sand that has, little guys in it, and but this is a much improved situation. Right on.